Hello, welcome to the race by race preview for Happy Valley on Wednesday night. 9-race program on the A course, so a 6:45 kickoff. Joined today by Paul Lally and Tom Wooden. Tom, across the 9 races, what can we look forward to?
Yeah, I think there's plenty to look forward to, Mark. A few smaller fields through the course of the evening, with the runners still not being able to come down from Chungfar. But race number 4, the Class 2 over 1,800 metres, looks a strong race, especially with Moneycatcher, who was close up in the Derby. And then in the 5th race, a number of first starters going around. One, I think that's trialled really well.
That is Noble One, who we'll see, and you can see over on race number 5. Jackpots, there are some too, Paul.
Yeah, there's 5.4 million going into the triple trio, so a decent jackpot there. Also 500,000 going into race 6 and 7 for the second double trio. So that's not a bad one as well. If you haven't tried a double trio, it's a good opportunity to try that.
We're going to crack straight into race number 1 right now. It's not a big field, but it's quite a talented field, and we start over the 1,000 metres for the Class 3 Gallopers. Harmony Fire has the hood off and comes back from Sha Tin. Special M carries an extra £9 on the second behind Nervous Witness last time. Whiz Kids 1 for 1 over the Happy Valley 1,000. Forte has raced well over 1,000. Placed at his only time at Happy Valley at the 5 furlongs. And Massive Action Tom, who's won over 1,400 at Hastings and Matter, has had 3 starts here at Sha Tin, all over the 1,400, back to the 1,000.
Yeah, so I wonder if that'll suit. I'm not sure it will this time around with Massive Action, but WizKid here, Paul, he likes to go forward. Harmony Fire and Special M, the other two that can be up on the pace, but WizKid no doubt the leader.
Yeah, looks the way, doesn't he? That's the way he knows. He's all about speed, this horse, and Rising from Ashes hasn't shown too much, so he's likely to go to the back.
We'll find out if WizKid is going to be first out and first home in the opinion of his jockey, Joe Moreira, via Zoom. This is what Joe said to Nick.
Joe WizKid is a very, very speedy horse, and he returns to Happy Valley on Wednesday night.
Yeah, both times that I've been on him, he has jumped and show a lot of speed. So he's a kind of a horse that appreciated the short distance. I mean, the 1,000 meters, Happy Valley is where he won one of his races. So I'm looking forward to ride him on Wednesday.
That win at Happy Valley, and Karis obviously deputised for you. You were on board him last time at Sha Tin. Is the nature of the Valley just the track that suits him a little bit better? Because, I mean, I guess, would it be fair to label him a short runner? I mean, if there was a 9:50 race, he'd be nearly a certainty, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you're right. He showing the much speed that he's been showing lately. If the race was a bit shorter, no doubt that he would appreciate that. But we have to handle 1,000 meters, and based on what he's done last time that he's been Happy Valley, I believe he's gonna be a very competitive horse once again.
He's got £5 more to carry this time in, Joe. I mean, 1 from 1 at Happy Valley. Do you feel that the £5 probably isn't as big a burden as it might seem on paper?
£5 does not make that much of a difference, you know. If he's able to just get a smooth run, bounce up in front, he's a leader. I know there is some horse with a bit of speed in the race, but he apparently show more speed than the other horses, and he's able to get up in front and do not get attacked by other horses. He might just be able to hold them off and cross the line in first. It's a race which I think WizKid should be the favorite, but no doubt that we got to be going out there respecting the other horses in the race as well. As I said, he's got everything to be a very good winning chance.
I must just ask you, Joe, about a very speedy horse that we saw you ride on Sunday, obviously. Sake Win was a very impressive performance. Just a sort of reflection on that, because he looks quite smart, that guy.
This horse, I've done most of the preparation for this horse. Frankie was quite confident on him before even he goes to the trials. I mean, when he spoke to me saying that I should ride this horse at the trials, he expressed to me right away that he was quite confident he was going to be a very nice horse for Hong Kong. And he didn't disgrace. He went out there to win very impressively. Things going against him. He had the widest gate, had to be used to come across in front of the other horses. But fortunately, he was able to show the class he's got. And as you've been asking me, it's just because he's classy, he's got quality, and I can promise you he's very far off of being hitting his top rating.
There's Joe wrapping up the win of Saquin and the thoughts on WizKid also. We move on, Paul, to Special M, who's a horse that's never normally too far away if things go his way around Happy Valley.
Yeah, look, he's been a real consistent horse all season. Special M, he's a very fit horse. He's had plenty of starts here, 11 in fact, a couple of wins, 4 seconds. So look, he's always there or thereabouts, isn't he? He goes in for me.
Yeah, I put him on top here. He chased home Nervous Witness, so that should stack up okay, and he was bested at the rest here. He didn't have a lot of early speed there last start, but stayed on pretty well, and he's had a recent trial since.
Forte Tom is a horse a little like Special M, racing consistently.
Yeah, he was just off the pace, and look, he was no match for a Flying Season, who's hit some top form already earlier on in his career, but couldn't quite go with him over the final stages. He is in for fourth, Paul.
Yeah, I've got him in fourth, same position as well. There, Tom, in the smallest field. I think he'll get back. He'll be running on, but I can't see him troubling the sort of the top horses that I think will be in the top 3 or 2 or 3 positions.
Wagner Board just rides for David Hayes on Forte. WizKid too fast, Paul, or something runs him down late?
No, I'm going to go WizKid. He's one start at Happy Valley for that win over the course and distance, and we know he's got the pace, so I think he's going to be out of trouble in front. Harmony Fire, now he's a 3-time course and distance winner. He's got plenty of pace as well. Special M consistent, and Forte in there for fourth. 4-1-2-5.
I'll go with the Special M here. Zach Purton riding for John Size, drawn barrier 3, sat behind the leader, couldn't reel him in, Nervous Witness, but he was the best of the rest. WizKid, just wonder, because he's got to go from 123 pounds up to 128, and he was overhauled late last start as a 1.6 favourite there behind Alkari. Harmony Fire's in, a little bit disappointing, I thought, last start, Harmony Fire, and 14, number 5. It is worth noting, massive action, 1,000 metres for the first time. Last start in the stewards report, it said tongue was over the bit before the race, but because of the bit he was wearing, they couldn't correct it. So I think 1,000 will be too short for him anyway. 2, 4, 1 and 5.
And there's nothing in early betting between Special M and also WizKid. They're both